Welcome to my allotment in East Sussex, and I wish you all a Happy New Year, and I hope you all had a good Christmas. I hope you enjoyed giving your presents and receiving some presents. For me and my family, it's a time of visiting where we take it in turns to visit each other, and we play games, have a good time, and eat lots of food. The present I received was a new camera. Not that there's anything wrong with the old one, but this new one comes with a microphone and with a shoe, which allows me to record on the actual camera itself. It comes with a controller, so I can switch it on and off and control it from where I'm sitting, and it has a wide angle lens which I'm looking forward to use. But of course that gives me something else to learn and to practice with in the process of video making or video production. It's January the 1st, and traditionally I always sow seed onions. Don't know why, don't ask me why, it's traditional. I have no success with it. Please don't follow me, don't do what I say or do, just humour me. But it's the 1st of January, so let's start sowing some seeds. Okay? Right. Seeds are onion, Bedford champion. I'm of the opinion that my lack of success with seed sown onions is my lack of a conventional greenhouse. Onions have a long growing cycle. They have a sensitive inner clock that senses the use and the length of daylight. It is noticeable at the other end of the life cycle. They stop growing and bend over their leaves on the summer solstice. I believe grow lights only work with them if the length of night and day can be mimicked as that of the seasons, i.e. the length of the night shortened in proportion to the lengthening of daylight. Autumn heat is also important. That's my excuse, and I'll keep on the ritual of January the 1st sowings. So there. Onion ritual now over. Let's go onto the plot, which is what we've been waiting to do. The main task on the plot this week is emptying the compost bin. This is what we've got to do when we no dig. We've got to put the goodness back into the soil. So I went down this afternoon and there were 2 other people on the plot, no diggers. All the diggers had done the digging in autumn. It was far too wet now to dig, and those diggers who hadn't come in autumn, well, their plots were just left standing. But with the no diggers, we were covering up the areas, composting them and doing what's necessary, ready for the next season. From a personal point of view, I was anxious to see and record the progress, if any, on the autumn planted onion sets, and was confidently satisfied with what I observed. When I got to the allotment, there was a bit of tidying up to do, moving frames that were in the way, so I got clear passage with a wheelbarrow. But having left the hedge alone, or that area alone, for a couple of months, nature takes its course and the weeds and the brambles coming, and I had to free my riddle, which I put over the wheelbarrow, which incidentally has got a hole in it, and then when I'd cleared the frame, I opened up the bin and started to load up for the compost. Now this is a long, boring, tedious job, so I've just shown the initial first shots, and then as the light went, it was time to go home. But that is the task that I've set out to do for this week. But when I go back the next time, I'll have to take with me the strimmer and the hedge cutter. And I don't know if you noticed that when I first opened the gate, that was a bit stiff, so I need some trimming to do there. The third task
for the first week of January is to look through your seed packets and see what you've got. Look at the record that you keep of your plots for rotation and mark them down. Assess which seeds you're going to use this year. See what seeds you've still got. And I've got these here which have all been issued supposedly free with the magazine, but you really pay for them on there. And there's quite some, there's carrots, early nantes, broccoli, which I'll use, cauliflower all the year round, which I use, beetroot, Monita, never heard of that one, it's from the National Trust, Swiss chard, bright lights, which I use, onion red baron seed. I have problems sowing onions by seed, but I'll give it a go. Courgettes, I only grow 2 or 3 plants, but they're there. I've got wild rocket, some wildflowers, some mustard, wildflowers and coriander. Don't know whether I'll use that. Also coming in the post is we've got, these came earlier in the week, which is seed catalogues. This is D.T. Brown's, Marshall's, and then one this morning that came in the post is the Sutton's catalogue. Not looked at this yet, not even opened it, so we'll do that now. And we've got Sutton's garden catalogue for 2020. Oh, and in the free seeds here I've got parsnip, white gem and lettuce, Arctic King. So most of my seeds actually are sorted out, but I'll still go through this and see what we're doing. I'll still be doing the same beetroot seeds. I don't think I'll change those. Parsnips, I hope I get a bit of success this year, and swede, and I'll have swede to buy. That is that. So as I said, I've got a spreadsheet which has all my plot number, all my raised bed numbers on, which go from 1 to 14, and I'll be making notes. One bed, that's bed 9. Bed 9 I've got to raise because it's getting a bit full now, and the intention is, as I keep putting the compost in and raising the level, I also raise up the level of the bed so that it makes it easier. The beds that are this high are a lot easier to manage than the ones that are way down there. Okay, so that's sorted, and we'll just wish you do the end credits. I just want to mention about my thumbs up and my ring the bell and please subscribe. I've done these on a program called Keynote. I've never used Keynote before. I've had it for 10 years, or is it 5 years? No, 5 years. I've had it for 5 years. Never opened it. It's similar to PowerPoint, so why do something that's similar? And I'm used to PowerPoint. But I've always complained about the transitions in iMovie, and I found that there's a link between Keynote and iMovie that allows you to ring that bell, press subscribe, and thumbs up.
In Keynote, you can take any object, and I mean any object, picture or text, and give it an animation. There are 4 to 6 to choose from. Any number of animations are available, and you decide the order. When satisfied with the resultant animation, it is then transferred to iPlayer by way of QuickTime, and hey presto, you have an animation. 2 things I'm curious about, and I would like some comments regarding Keynote, please. 1, if you own a Mac, do you use Keynote? And if so, how far have you stretched it? what is your most outlandish animation? And 2, if you don't have a Mac but a PC with the latest version of PowerPoint, I'm led to believe PowerPoint can also give similar animations. Does it? And if so, what is your best animation?
So all that's left for me now is to say every journey starts with the first step, and the first step of this year is the first week. And if you've liked what you've seen, give me a thumbs up. And if you've not already done so, please subscribe and ring that bell. But for now, it's bye.
And take care.